Hi, my name is Anne, and it's time for a 15-minute Yin class. So Yin is a slower flow yoga. It might be nice if you're feeling a little bit all up here in your head, or it's time for a little bit of rest or an R&R and you just have 15 minutes. Also good to do right before you go to bed. Okay, let's begin. Finding an easy seated pose just for 30 minutes. It's going to be our classic time. And focus on the feeling of your breath as you breathe in and out of your nose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Allow for a longer, even noisier exhalation to signal to your parasympathetic system that it's time to relax. Get all the wiggles out. You have to move those shoulders a little bit, your head and neck. Do that, and then just settle into the stillness that resides deep within you. See if you can relax the muscles around your eyes, your jaw. Imagine with each inhalation, your spine grows a little taller as you breathe air and vast expansion between the bones in your spine. And on the exhalation, relax your shoulders back and down a little bit more. And then breathe naturally and see where you can feel the breath. Notice the sensations easily and usefully for you. Cultivate a quiet stillness. Calm body, calm mind. You notice tension in your shoulders, or your belly. Send yourself the loving kindness meditation. May I live with ease. Practice that a few times. Inhale, exhale, may I live with ease. Continue to keep your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Softening the muscles in your jaw. Be an observer of your thoughts. Allow them to pass through your mind's eye like clouds in the sky. Okay, time for our first Yin pose. It's nice to have a little blanket handy for various poses. In this one, I'm going to use it to elevate my hips and pelvis a bit. This pose is called butterfly pose. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. If you have hip contradictions, you can use some blocks under your hips or knees to support your hips. And also, in order to let your upper back round and relax, create some support for your upper body using your imagination and some blocks in your bolster. And we'll breathe here for 3 minutes. The whole idea in Yin is that you remain slightly uncomfortable. So wiggle back and forth till you find a spot where you can breathe here, comfortable comfortably uncomfortable. And it is often said that maybe after 1 minute, you can adjust your blocks accordingly so that you still feel this dull, achy sensation. Squeeze the muscles in your legs gently to support your hips. And to continue to create an upper body support, let your shoulders protract. That means they're going to round forward. Allow your back to even around a little bit like a Halloween cat. Draw the chin down if that feels comfortable, opening the upper back. And then simply practice effort with ease with every breath. Inhaling expansion in the hips, across the back body. And then exhalation, maybe you ease a little bit more deeply into the pose as you squeeze the muscles for support. Not too little, not too much. And if at any point it becomes too intense, simply come out of the pose sooner and do what comes intuitively. Draw the knees together. Rest on your back. And then when you're ready, return to it. Yin is a kind of yoga originating in China, so it focuses on opening energy lines called meridians in your body. And instead of calling it prana, we call it chi. That's the name for energy. So use your breath and let the chi in your body move. And if it was helpful, continue with the mantra, may I live with ease. The idea is to be as still as possible, and yet, if you are wiggling around and feel slightly restless, this too is part of the practice. Be kind to yourself. Notice, I'm quite wiggly. It's all good. Gently release. And then take a full minute to release this pose. So draw the knees together. Extend your legs long. I'm going to place my bolster behind me since it's conveniently placed there, and lean back. In an effort to even create a kind of counter pose. Open up my front body. Remove the hinge in my hips. Let my hip flexors relax. And let my shoulders drape over the bolster. Breathe here. Feel your whole body breathing. Calm body, calm mind. Allow any outside sounds. Just move across your area of attention. And then we'll move on to our next yin pose. Gently press yourself up. Make your way to a prone position on your belly. It's beneficial to use a blanket and create a soft space on your yoga mat as we move towards swan pose, sometimes called sphinx pose in yoga. All right, so make your way down. I'll set the timer for 3 minutes. Place your forearms on the mat. Begin here with the palms of your hands down. Kind of wiggle your toes away from your hips. Press gently down to the tops of your feet. Roll your shoulders back and down. If this feels too intense, we've been here about 15 seconds. It's okay to sweep the elbows out, lower your forehead, and rest. You can do that at any time. Otherwise, if it feels okay, you can widen the stance of your hand, roll your shoulders back and down, and allow your spine to settle into your pelvis as you lift your heart up. Take several breaths here in swan pose. It is easy to create that dull, achy sensation here and stay uncomfortable. Please monitor that and honor your body. At any point, you can simply release and come on back down. When you feel your mind wandering, use your conscious breathing as an anchor for the present moment. Feel the air move in your nose as you breathe in. Feel the air move out of your nose as you breathe out. And if it's super quiet, without any distractions, maybe you can feel your breath, hear your breath. Continue to feel this lift in your sternum on an inhalation. If you still feel like I could handle more intensity, you can walk your wrists closer to your hips, press yourself up stronger with your strong, straight arms. Then if it's determined that's too much, no problem, bend your elbows, come on down and relax. Breathe here. About 30 more seconds. So if you come down for a little break, maybe come back up, even at a lower level, maybe a miniature cobra. This is a great pose to do after butterfly pose to open up the front body. Take 2 more breaths here. And on your next exhalation, lower slowly, kindly. Allow your back to adjust. Swing your elbows out. Stack your head on your hands. And breathe here for a minute. During this time, it is important to drop deeply into the awareness of your own body. The first layer, kind of like the first Russian doll, is just noticing the physical sensations. Maybe pressure or tingling, or maybe just a deep relief and release of muscles and joints in your body. Then you can go to the next Russian doll and notice the emotions that you may be feeling. See what surfaces. See if you can label the emotions specifically. Joyful, relieved, peaceful, maybe even irritated. All kinds of feelings can surface when you slow your yoga practice down a lot. All right, we're going to do just one more yin pose. Press yourself up nice and slowly. You might want to adjust your blanket. I'm going to move to child's pose. Bring your feet apart, your knees apart, big toes together. And here too, if you'd like to use a bolster, you sure can, to rest your body against as you practice your child's pose. If you don't have much hip flexion here and it's difficult to bring your hips towards your heels, you can always place a blanket there, some blocks, or explore placing the bolster there so you have a little support and you can kind of fill that space instead. Breathing deeply here. This is about getting into the hips. So shift your weight maybe to the left, to the right. If it feels okay, lengthen your arms out long and breathe in your side waist. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And if this doesn't feel like much of a hip opener, or you want to try something different, a very close cousin, in my opinion, to child's pose is heart melting pose. So you bring your knees under your hips and extend your arms out long. This might be more available and accessible for you. So you're creating a bigger awareness in your shoulders. So if child's pose is not fitting your needs, you can try heart melting pose. And it's okay to go back and forth. Both poses are beneficial. Continue to be an observer of your thoughts without judgment or inner commentary. Notice the play of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Notice them and then let them go. Continue to strengthen the muscle. Bring your awareness back to this present moment. Remember, you can release either pose sooner if you need to and lengthen the legs out or long. Take 2 more breaths here. And then gently release. Take the next 3 minutes to rest in Shavasana. Turn your body so you can lie in a supine position. Feel free to use your bolster to put your legs up. If that feels okay for you and your body, lengthen your arms alongside your body, palms up. And get as comfortable as possible. If you decide you don't want that prop, it's okay. Get rid of it. The whole idea is to be comfortable. Close your eyes and allow the effects of your slow yin practice to soak in deeply. Right to the inside magical Russian doll, or to that peaceful well of awareness within you. Surprise yourself with how quickly you can deeply relax and let go. Stay here just a bit longer. Allow your body to heal and restore using its own wisdom. Moving stuck energy, quelling any places of too much energy. Feel balanced. And maybe repeat the mantra, may I live with ease. May I live with ease. May I live with ease. just a couple of breaths to note with gratitude the time you've taken to check in with you and your whole body. Namaste. Thank you. Press like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks so much.